What's up, Aries? Let's see what the next 48 looks like. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries placements. You guys could be like really difficult in the next 48. I was trying to shuffle the deck while meditating for you guys, and it flew out of my hands. So something is either out of your hands, out of your control in the next 48, or you guys are just making something really difficult for someone around you. I'm hearing with reason. Aries tends to have their reasons why they do what they do. But here we go. You guys got the Queen of Wands for the next 48. You got the King of Pentacles. You got the Ten of Wands. And you have the Page of Cups. You also have the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. 777 could be significant for you guys at this point in time. You guys could be dealing with a Pisces or with a Cancer here. With the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands here, you guys are very protective about your next move here. It feels like nobody really knows what you're doing. You're keeping people out. It feels like you're moving in silence more than anything else. A lot of you guys are utilizing your intuition in order to get you to this next cycle is what I'm getting. A lot of you guys are ready for whatever this next cycle has in store for you. So again, it's like you're not telling people. Also too, some of you guys are moving and you're not telling anybody that you're moving, okay? It just feels like you're keeping your energy to yourself. Now, whether you're being intuitively guided to do this, right? Like maybe you're not telling people you're moving. Maybe you're not telling people that it's your last week at the job place or at the workplace. The job place. Some of you guys could be again, it just feels like whatever it is you're doing, you're not letting a lot of people in here. And honestly, it's a good thing you're not, because you have the Six of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune here, right? Yeah, there's that cycle I've been talking about, the world. Like, you guys know, you can sense it, you can feel it, you can taste it. Soon you're going to be able to touch it, because this is like knowing exactly that things are going to fall into place the way you want them to, okay? It feels like things are genuinely turning in your favor. You've been following your intuition. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly what you're doing, and it's going to... Look, you're the King of Wands, all right? So ultimately, this is about your growth. This is about you guys just moving into that role quietly, right? And that's something that you do learn. It's about a maturity, or having that mature mindset where it's like, you don't have to tell everybody your plans. You don't have to tell people. You don't need the attention. You don't need any of that. You're like, my actions are going to speak louder than my words, and that's exactly what you guys are utilizing. I think it was the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups that tried to come out. 999 could be significant. Again, this is about a clean start, a fresh start, okay? So I do see you guys kind of in the full energy. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that word was. All right, you guys have the Queen of Wands here. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this could be you guys here. See a glow up, okay? In the next 48, you guys are focusing on your fitness. You're focusing on your outfits. You are doing something intentionally in the next 48 hours here, okay? You're very friendly. You're very flirty. You guys could be going out. You're looking your best. You're feeling your best. Some of you guys are either newly single and you're ready to get out there, or you've been single for quite some time, and so now you're ready to get out there. It feels like people are really enjoying your energy here as well, okay? I love Aries. Like, Aries has the best energy out there. Like, you guys are very charismatic and charming and very flirty, and so it like, to me, Aries is freaking awesome in that way, you know? A lot of my closest friends are Aries. And so, yeah, that's what it feels like. You guys are just being yourselves, okay? You're being sexy, funny, vivacious, something like that. So again, you're doing something with intention here, okay? King of Pentacles. Since you guys are staring at this King of Pentacles, now you could be a female or a male, doesn't matter. It just feels like you are looking... Either you're flirting with the idea of starting a business, you're flirting with your boss, or you're just flirting with the idea of how to make more money, how to elevate yourselves. I see you guys getting it here, okay? In the next 48, you guys could be looking to like borrow some money from someone, or someone's going to be looking to be borrowing money from you. Outside of that, Aries always has their coins in line, so it's hard for me to believe you guys would even, you know what I mean? So it just feels like you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be meeting someone that's on your level here, right? You bring the passion, you bring the ideas, you bring the fun, the creativity. They bring the groundedness, they bring the money. Well, you have the money, but like, you know, they just bring that energy that you kind of need, right? It keeps you kind of like 10 toes down is what I'm hearing, okay? So I do see you guys dealing with some sort of a businessman in the next 48 hours, okay? So whether this is at work, you're getting some sort of an evaluation, maybe you're asking for a raise, or maybe one's just being given to you. It just feels like you're looking at different ways to expand your money here, okay? Ten of Wands, you guys can have a lot going on in the next 48 hours, whether this is a lot of projects at home, there's things that need to be done. Some of you guys are hosting Thanksgiving, and so this is the weekend, if you're watching this currently, where you're trying to get the house clean, you're trying to go get the groceries, you're standing in line at the grocery store, you're standing in line, like some of you guys are just going to be door dashing, somebody here is going to get you the wrong things, okay? So it feels like if I want something done right, I got to do it myself. That's what it feels like. So you guys could be putting more work on your plate. So like I said, it's like you could place an online order to avoid the lines. But one, you're waiting in the parking lot for a lot longer than what you anticipated. And then when you do get your order, they didn't get something right, or something's missing, or the eggs are broken. Okay, so just be prepared in the next 48 hours to be a little bit inconvenienced here. But again, if you want to do something right, do it yourself. So if it hasn't happened where this inconvenience is, then that's kind of like the warning. If you want to avoid that, you're gonna have to do it yourself. So you might have to go into the stores yourselves. You may have to just do your own shopping in the next 48 to avoid further inconvenience. Okay, Page of Cups here, you guys could be getting some sort of an apology. Honestly, this just feels like the people at the store apologizing to you. Is like, sorry, didn't, it's so busy, or you know what I mean. You guys are empathetic about it, but you are annoyed, okay? So just be aware of that. Be aware too, like how you're expressing your emotions, especially your negative ones here in the next 48 hours. You could take some people, like catch them off guard. This is like you yelling at your best friends for no reason. Like you're just kind of being a dick in the next 48. So if you're feeling like that, don't even respond to people, or don't even, just kind of like stay to yourself until you feel like you're back to your normal, fun, charismatic, humorous self. All right, Aries. But yeah, Page of Cups, you could have some sort of apology coming through here. Also, too, you guys are gonna have to get creative in the next 48, right? Because again, if you're having all these burdens, you're like, all right, how do I avoid the lines? I gotta get up early. How do I or maybe I gotta wait until like right before the store closes, I gotta go. So you guys are getting creative with not being inconvenienced in the next 48, because you really do have a lot on your plate in the next 48 hours. It just feels like you got a lot of things to do, and you don't really have time to waste. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you in the next one.